Okay, let's get across to Down Royal, their big meeting of the year. Of course, we always love this November fixture. Remember Corto Stargun over there and dazzling a packed Irish crowd. This year we've got two fantastic races. We'll start with the 2:30. It's the jnwine.com Champion Chase, 3 miles. And we've got some of the hottest prospects in Irish jump racing running today. Not least, of course, our Duke, who is the 4-5 favourite with Paddy Power. 7-2 Road to Respect. 10-1 more of that, 10-1 Sub Lieutenant, 12-1 Alpha des Obeaux, 20-1 Zabana, 25-1 Carlingford Lock, and 25-1 Outlander. What more could you have? 8 fantastic jumpers, each way potential. Who's going to win this, Kills?
Well, the first thing to say is that our Duke is obviously the most likely of these to go on and win a Gold Cup. He looked really good last year. He isn't anywhere near as far clear on the figures as the betting suggested he was. There was an awful lot of improvement built into those odds that make him odds on. I think he might well win, but I mean, I think first time out, it's just one of those races you've got to take him on. And with Sub Lieutenant having had a run, having finished third last month at Punchestown, not beaten far behind Road to Respect, who does tend to run his races best first time out. I think Sub Lieutenant at 10-1 is a fair each way price if the 8 go.
Yeah, that was my opinion. I mean, not that it matters compared to yours. Obviously, I'm a rubbish judge, but I mean, he looks very hard to keep out the threes, but might not win. You might expect one or two to beat him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could easily see one or two to beat him, but I don't see an awful lot of improvement coming from Road to Respect. Because he is a horse that is, the trainer said he takes no work at all, so he'll have been pretty straight. And Sub Lieutenant would probably have needed a bit more. He was only beating 5.5 lengths, 6 lengths, or whatever, and he's 3 times the price. Now, part of me hopes that our Duke's the real deal, but I don't think he's an odds-on shot first time out.
If you were having a bet for the Gold Cup now, who would it be on, Kills?
Fox Norton, 50-1.
But I thought he said the other day that he might just be a speedy 2-mile chaser.
Yeah, but he won going away 2.5 miles at Aintree, didn't he? And after that he said, he might be a King George horse, And if he runs in a King George and say wins it, or proves that he stays there, they're gonna have some thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like, we want, nothing wrong with a Ryanair, but who wants to win a Ryanair if you can win a Gold Cup?
I wouldn't mind winning a Ryanair. James, first question to you is who would you back for the Gold Cup now? And second, who's going to win the jnwine.com Champion Chase?
Well, Gold Cup, I'm a big Mike Bite fan. For the horse to follow for the season, actually, I'm a big Mike Bite fan. I think he can win the King George too. I was just so impressed with his victory in the RSA, and providing we get another winter and spring where the ground doesn't get too soft. I think he's very exciting indeed. I also think our Duke's very exciting. So I think I'd have to side with him here. I mean, Keels is right. He's on the figures. He's actually not that far clear. But I just don't really fancy much of the opposition. Road to Respect is a good young horse, but he's going to need to improve on that performance from last time. I know he won, but it wasn't a very good race in my opinion. And the others are just a bit of a muchness. I mean, they have their days when they're good, but a lot of them, I would say, are past their best, whereas our Duke is very much an improving young horse, and I was just very impressed with his victory in the Irish National. I think you've got to stick with him here.
Splendid. The 3:05 at Down Royal is the 2 mile, 3.5 furlong mycarneeds.com chase. And Disco heads the market with Paddy Power. He's 11-8. We've got 4-1 Atois Phil, 11-2 Annibale Fly. Baliasheen is 6-1, Balco de Flo is 9-1, Bulldark 12-1, 25-1 Never Rush a Con, and 40-1 Tout et Palmi. So Disco, a horse who I thought last year, Kills, probably wasn't getting the recognition he deserves, heads the market here. Worthy fav?
No, I don't think he is actually. He's obviously very decent, but he runs the same sort of figures the last 4 starts that he's run. They're not, they're not outstanding. If you look at Racing Post ratings, he's not even top. So again, I think this is quite a tight little race. I like Atois Phil because he keeps winning. You know what I mean? He's got the winning habit, and he keeps improving and improving. But I thought that Baliasheen won really, really well last time, and I can't believe it's 6-1 in a field like this.
Okay, Baliasheen for Kills. James Hill, what's your selection?
Yeah, it's a tight race. Not much between them at all. I'm not sure Disco should be a favourite, really. He's consistent, but no more than that. I'm a big fan of Balco de Flo. I backed him to win the Galway Plate. I thought he put up an eye-catching run until he fell at Cheltenham in the JLT. I mean, this isn't a handicap. It's more of an intermediate race, but I still think he's a sort of horse that could give a good show here. And the price you just mentioned, I think that's fair each way value.